Games are afoot. Young Hosana is stalking his sister, who's lying in the grass. And we are live from South Africa. Oh, he stood on a thorn. Now you can see there's 2 leopards there. And they are going to hopefully be really playful on this cool, misty, rainy morning. My name is Brent Smith. I have my very good friend who's got a cool cat thumb for today. He's wearing sunglasses even though there's not a bit of sun in sight. Together, Brent and Brian, my incredible cameraman, are known as the Killer Bees. And we have wonderful little leopard cubs. And what are they up to now? Now, we are right in the bottom of a river system where there is a slightly bad signal, and with the rain this morning it might cause a little bit of havoc, so there might be some pixelation, but it's worth it to see these incredible cats living wild and free. Oh, it's games time. This cool weather brings out the best in the little cats. Look how little Hosana is crouching. He's balling his muscles, getting ready to pounce towards his sister. Now, Mom's not here. She's out hunting. It's been really great hunting weather for her last night. Some wind, some rain, some dark skies. So at any moment, she might arrive and lead them off to a kill. Isn't this exciting? Oh, here he comes. Straight towards us. Oh, the tables are turned. Xongile is now on the prowl, looking through the little thicket. Look how she's balling her muscles. She's getting ready. There. Oh, she's got him. You can see the massive size difference between them. They're exactly the same age. They're from the same litter. Oh, tables are turned again. Whoever turns their back is the victim. Look, there we go. He's getting ready to pounce. Boom! Oh, wonderful. Now, all this jumping and chasing and cavorting about is really, really important. It's how they hone their hunting skills. So those hunting skills are instinctive, but this is how they hone them, by playing with each other. Now, if anyone wants to ask a question on these incredible cats, remember, #SafariLive on Twitter is the best way to get hold of us. The only way to get hold of us. I would love to hear from you. It is wonderful getting to interact and teach you a little bit about our home that we're so passionate about. Now they've just gone. Oh, they're coming back through. Tumble. Now we're getting to see these 2 cubs together, and Chelsea is wondering how long will they stay together. Chelsea, not for too much longer. Sort of in the next 3 or 4 months they're going to split. Normally little females will become independent of their mother at around 16 to 18 months. And so they're just over 12 months, sometimes a bit younger. And the males will stay a little bit longer. They are mostly solitary, so it is always incredibly special to spend time with leopards. And normally you only see one of them, so seeing 2 is always better. Now, of course, leopards have been the stars of the Safari Live series, but they're not the only big cat out here. So I know Jamie is hot on the tracks of the Nkahuma Pride of Lions. So let's go see where she's searching. Look at this. Look how flat she is to the ground. She's still stalking her brother. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're so fast. Now, look at this. They are full of the joy of the morning out here in South Africa. Sometimes the wet, rainy weather brings such blessings, because if it was hot and sunny, these cats would probably be snoozing, but because it's not, they're up, about, jumping and playing. It is very, very wonderful. Where'd they go? Oh, the stalk is on again, one to the left, one to the right. You can see how well that camouflage works, even in the bright emerald green of the wet season. You can just see an ear. Now, Lance is wondering which sex of the leopards is the better hunter. Well, Lance, it depends what they're hunting. I would say they're equally as good hunters. The males are obviously capable of taking down much bigger prey because they are so much bigger. Oh, she's popped out. Trot, trot. She can't see her brother. I can't see her brother. Where's he gone? Oh, she spotted him. She's running away from him. He's lying in ambush somewhere behind that bush. Oh, she's going to turn the tables and stalk back. Now you can see why this play is so important. You can see how they're actually honing their hunting skills, getting inches away from the ground, practicing camouflaging themselves from each other. Oh, she looks like she's about to go. Look how flat there he is. Look how flat she's getting. She's now flat to the ground. Now, if you were a bull antelope, how difficult it is. Now, look how there's the leopard crawl. Now, that's where the leopard crawl comes from. Look how she's inching forward. There she goes. Oh, man, this is magic. While they are together and not pouncing on each other, we've got our... Whoa, one more jump. Tackle. And while we sit here and wait for them to continue playing, let's go see how the search for lions is going on foot. Now, Hosana is right next to us. He's trying to creep around to where his sister is hiding. He doesn't seem as stealthy as his sister, but what an incredible week we've had with these lovely cubs, and they are constant entertainment this morning, jumping up and down, chasing each other. They are wonderful. Oh, there we go. Talk about jumping up and down, chasing each other. Now, you've seen how dangerous life is. Now, you saw young Hosana avoiding a spotted hyena, which is, of course... Oh, look at that! Boom! Takedown. What a wonderful, wonderful morning. We do apologize for disappearing earlier. As we said, we're right in the base of a river system where the signal can be a little bit iffy. But we got to remember, we are live with African wildlife in South Africa in the 8.5 million acre Great Kruger National Park. And this is just the best thing in the world, being able to sit mere feet from big cats. Now, these big cats are being very, very playful this morning. Now, firstly, we saw in that little catch-up clip about Hosana avoiding hyenas. Now, he's quite young, but I've got a face-off question for you, and it's a very specific one, because lots of different things might play out. So, who would win the battle? A big, adult, male leopard versus a single, adult, female hyena. Who do you think would win the battle in face-off? Big male leopard, single female hyena. Hashtag Safari Life on Twitter. Let me know which one you think is going to win. Adult male leopard weighing in at 200 pounds versus female hyena weighing in at also about 200 pounds. So, what do you think? I'd love to hear. Where are you lot off to now? All the stalks on again. And waiting to see where his sister goes. So are we, Hosana, so are we. Now, for those of you who might not know the dynamics here, these are two little leopard cubs who belong to our dominant female leopard who's been lovingly named Queen Karula. These are her two cubs who are just over a year old, Hosana, the little prince, and Xongile, the beautiful one. Now, hello, Craig. Craig would like to know, do these cats ever hurt each other when they play? Craig, it is always a possibility. The same as children might be able to. Oh, look, his ears are going flat. Sorry, Craig. She's coming back towards him. He might pounce any second. So it is possible, but normally not with claws and teeth. It might be when they're playing in a tree, one knocks the other, gets their foot caught in a fork of a branch or something like that. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that agility. You see, she just leapt straight in the air. Little Xongi, she is so fast. Now they are just having the best time. They're a little bit hungry, not too hungry, waiting for Mom to return. And they've been left in a very, very good area. There's lots of big trees, there's lots of water, lots to keep the leopards entertained. But they are very good at entertaining themselves. Now, as she lies down, yes, it's the signal for Hosana to start his attack. There he comes. Oh, you've been spotted. Kyle wants to know, do all the big cats use rain to help them hunt? Indeed they do. They take advantage of rain and wind and dark skies. So a lot of people are under the misconception that a full moon is the best time to hunt. It's not. It's the worst time to hunt, because with all that ambient light around, the prey species can see much better than they would on a dark night. There has to be the tiniest little bit of light for these guys to be able to see in the dark, and with their specialized nocturnal eyes, oh, boom, behind the tree. Ooh, little Xongile looks like she's getting a little bit upset. So dark weather, windy weather, rainy weather is the best for big cats hunting. Well, we've got on face-off. Lucy, Maureen, Leopard, Sandra, and Cat Hyena. Aha. So I decided not to be as tricky as I was last week, but if it was a one-on-one over a kill, the male leopard will probably win. The paws and speed will dominate that face-off. However, as soon as a second hyena arrives on the scene, the tables are turned and the hyena would win. Now, most of these animals don't want to actually have those confrontations. They want to avoid getting injured. So those only happen at really, really sort of boiling point situations. And now, I thought we were going to jump up the tree. No, we're not. So we're not going to the tree, but we're going to go to the sky with the second highest thing out here apart from the drone, which is, I'm not going to... Xongile is showing us her acrobatic skills. She is so high at the moment. She must be at least 15 to 16 meters up in this leadwood tree. And she is leaping around without a care in the world. Oh, quickly, she's going to do the big jump. She's just jumping across. And you just see she's leaping to and fro. It always astounds me how... oh, what's she doing? Has she seen something up there? I said, the acrobatic is... Look, here she comes. Now, we watched her jump probably 10 feet across branch to branch. And she is just showing how unbelievably agile she is in this wet weather. Remember, that branch is slippery and wet. Now, female leopards are always more agile than males just because of their size. And at this age, it is absolutely astounding. I mean, a wrong step and she would fall 60 foot to the ground. They are truly being magnificent this morning. We almost want a dove or some other creature to land there so that she can chase it. Now, everyone, we are aware that we have lost the TV, but we still are on YouTube, so you are still able to enjoy little Xongile playing in a leadwood tree as the drizzle descends again. Is she going to come down? I think if she comes down, Hosana might attack. Now, Abigail is wondering, how do we tell which leopard, which leopard is which? Now, Abigail, with these two, it's very easy. Oh, round and round, and attack coming. Boom! Well, there we go, Abigail. It's quite easy to see when they're both together. Hosana is just that much bigger than her. Oh, where did this weather come from? So it's, sorry, just covering up some stuff. So we thought the rain was gone, but it's just started coming in again. Not too hard. It is starting to rain a bit harder. You'll be able to hear the pitter-patter on our rain covers. But of course this wet, cool weather is the best for the leopards to play in. So Brian's just going to put the camera rain cover on again quickly. Down the hatches. Oh, I did not see it coming down like this. Did you, Brian?
No.
I thought we were all good. I was concentrating so much on Hosana and Xongile that I didn't even notice the weather rolling in. What are you two going to get up to next? Oh, Hosana is now stalking Xongile again. Here he comes. A little bit, he's going to appear. Oh no, he got sidetracked. Well, it seems like some of the birds are enjoying this weather. Welcome back. We apologize for that we disappeared for a few seconds. You can see we're still with the royal cubs, Hosana and Xongile. We are coming to you live from the African bush, and the rain has started, and you can start seeing now. But of course, this wet weather is the best for these little guys. It's going to keep them active, keep them playing, and not being flat, lazy cats. So sometimes the rain is a great thing, but I've got exciting news quickly across to Steph with a big cat on foot. Well, they're still being too adorable for words, chasing each other about, and I'm hoping that they're going to continue to do so. Now, we are what I would say almost properly soaked now, but it looks like it's clearing again, so hopefully this cool weather will just continue to keep them bouncing up and down. So it does have its benefits, and you know what? I don't mind being wet as long as I get to sit with playing leopards. Now, oh, they're being a little bit sweet, giving each other a little bit of a clean there. Oh, she's looking up. She might go up the tree. So when you see leopards look up like that, sometimes it means they are thinking about climbing. Oh no, let's just scratch their head first on a bush. Now, we've got so many questions, and it's so great to hear from all of you. Oh, boom! Oh, absolutely wonderful. Hi, Layla, who's 8 years old, wants to know, how long do the cubs stay with their mother? Well, Layla, females normally between 16 and 18 months, and little boys up to 2 years. Now, the reason they have to stay with them for the boys stay longer is because they have a harder life, and they've got to leave the area they were born in, otherwise the big males will kill them, whilst the little females will be given a part of the mom's territory, so she's able to stay, and that means she's got a bit of an easier start in life, so she normally leaves a little bit earlier. And Layla, we all know, boys don't like to leave their mothers. Now, you might have heard another vehicle come in. Hi, Jack, who's 12 years old. Jack wants to know, how far can leopards jump? Well, Jack, they can jump vertically up to about 15 feet, but horizontally, I've seen them go well over that distance. Now, it also all depends on the individual leopard. Some leopards are better jumpers than others, and we've seen that already this morning with little Xongile being a much better jumper than her brother. But that's also because she's smaller and lighter. Oh, look at him, he's gone flat. Watching, watching, watching. Is he going to leap? Bada wants to know, how are leopards different from jaguars? Well, firstly, they don't live in South America. They live in Africa and Asia. Now, they're much, much smaller. A big or male jaguar is about the size of a lioness, whereas a leopard is much, much smaller. So a male leopard can be 200 pounds, but a jaguar can get close to 300 pounds. And one of the other big differences, apart from being quite a lot darker than leopards in their coloration, because a lot of them are in the Amazon basin rainforests, is that they are very good swimmers, and they actually like swimming, whereas leopards will generally try avoid. Oh, the stalk is on. We can only see one. And, oh, getting so close. Look at those muscles bunch. Hi, Rachel. Rachel's wondering, do they eat every day? They don't. They normally eat every 3 to 4 days, Rachel. But on average, if you have to work out what they eat over a month, a female leopard probably eats about 7 pounds of meat a day on average. But they can go for as long as 2 weeks with no food. Now, we can't see where the other leopard is, but obviously she can. Look at that focus. Hi, by Mary. Mary's wondering, how are we able to get so close to the leopards? Well, Mary, well, there they go. Behind the bush, there's some spots up in the top right corner. Oh, Mary, sorry about that. The leopards were being playful. So Mary was wondering how close, or how do we get so close to these leopards? Mary, it's called habituation. So we've been following these leopards. These particular two, I've been following them for their whole lives. We found them when they were about 6 or 7 hours old in a den, and they've grown up with vehicles. So they've become very used to us. And as long as you don't push the boundaries, and if their mother shows any sign of being uncomfortable, we'll immediately move away, give them space. And it's about having respect for the animals, and then they become accustomed to having the vehicles. Now, the most important thing is never to stand up. And that sounds like a very strange thing, because while we're in the vehicle, we don't show the bipedal figure of man. Now, man has been the dominant diurnal predator on the African savannas for about 200,000 years. So they know that bipedal figure as a threat, like a lion would be a threat. So they generally run away or become aggressive. So as long as you keep still or seated, and you treat the animals with the utmost respect, and give them distance when they need it, and let them come to you rather than you force yourself into their space, we are able to get very, very close to them. Now, those little guys have moved off. I can't see them just yet. So while we are trying to get a bit closer to those lions, let's go see how Steph's lion on foot incident is going. Well, Xongile has found herself perched up a tree, but we can't really see Hosana at the moment. We can just see the havoc he's causing. He's climbed into a group of bushes there, and all we can see is movement in the bushes as he flounders about, not showing the same elegance and poise that his sister has when it comes to acrobatics. I can't even see him now. You see him? I've lost sight of him. He was literally in there somewhere. You can just see a little bit of leaf movement. I'm just trying to have a look. Where's he gone? But it is wonderful that they are still being so active. The rain's calmed down a little bit, and the weather is almost perfect at the moment. So it is just unbelievable to be out here. Now let's have a quick look at what little Xongile is doing in the tree, watching her brother. Hello, Samantha. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Samantha would like to know, what are the enemies of the leopard? Well, all the other predators, hyena, lion, wild dog, are the main enemies of the leopard. However, you could probably include buffalo and elephant as well. Although, oh, there we go, just branches moving. There he is. Is he going to fall? Oh, he fell out of the tree. Silly, silly Hosana. Now, buffalo and elephant, although they're generally too slow to catch the leopards, they do pose a danger. Now, remember, on Monday, Big Cat Week is starting, so you'll be able to see lots more of these wonderful creatures. And if you've been enjoying this 8-week live adventure in the African bush, you can join us every day for 6 hours on the website wildsafarilive.com. Watching her brother quite intently as he flounders around below her. Of course, she maintains that elegance as she is atop the tree. Isn't she just too gorgeous, living up to her name, the exquisitely beautiful one? She seems quite intent on watching her little brother, or little big brother. What is he up to now? He's obviously fallen out of the tree and he's wandering around in those thickets where we can't see him. Now, Aiden is wondering, would big cats hunt or use the same methods of hunting in sunshine as they would in the rain. Most definitely, Aiden. So it's easier for them in the rain. The rain dulls the prey senses. They can't hear, they can't smell as well. But it doesn't rain every day out here. And actually, we only probably get 30 days or 35 days of rain in total a year. So they've got to hunt in the sunshine quite a lot of the time. And of course they are quite successful, but if they get that windy, rainy weather, it is much easier for them to succeed. Now, I wonder if their mother has caught something and is on her way back to them. Both last night and this morning's weather would have aided her hunting. Or is it? It's amazing how they're just able to entertain themselves. Oh, is she going to come down the tree? No, she's just leaping on the branches. Look at this. I'm sure most tightrope walkers would be jealous of her balance. Just have a look. I think she might. What are you going to do, Xongile? Oh, going to... Yo, look at that. Straight up. I mean, those branches are not very big at all. One foul step in this wet weather, her paw could get caught in a fork, and that's the most likely way they are to injure themselves while playing. I actually have seen it before, but fortunately these are really resilient creatures, and they make quick comebacks. Let's just have a quick look, see if she comes tumbling down.